Because race fans, this is what you saved your lunch money for. To the green here on night number 1 of 4 Crown. 3 wide for second, trying to go side by side for the race lead. Got it for a moment. Danner now going to clear onto the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Danner up to the top. KTJ down to the bottom, brings it up through the middle. It will be Kevin Thomas Jr. leading the way in lap number 1. Briggs Danner right there in second. Justin Grant fighting to his inside right now. Rides in the third position as they work onto the far side of the racetrack. Logan Seavey, Cal Cummins, your top 5 here in the early goings. Working lap number 2. Kevin Thomas up across the racetrack. Finds the high side to the exit to number 4. Danner, we'll see where he rides into turns 1 and 2. Up on the top. Kevin Thomas sliding himself. Enters low. Brings it up to the high side at exit. Now Justin Grant trying to mount a charge onto the back straightaway. That'll be the fight for the second spot here. Briggs Danner up on the cushion, now going to turn it down the racetrack. Has a run on your leader within a couple of car lengths here as they work by the start-finish line. Kevin Thomas up to the high side, blocks the 39. Now Danner going to turn it down to the inside. Good battle going on to the front of the field right now. Cat and mouse into turns 3 and 4. Kevin Thomas back down to the bottom, up across the racetrack. Red lights, we got one upside down in turns 1 and 2. Shelby Him, the driver, getting upside down over in turns 1 and 2. Watching the battle for the lead, just catching the last couple of flops by the number 71. And Tri-City, Lucas, Circle City, and Tri-State brings it back to speed here at Eldora. Goes to the high side, hooks the cushion a little bit. That upsets the car as they have got him all over the place there from about 5th on back. Grant Cummins looked like they made him make slight contact. Challenge for the lead. Here comes Danner down to the inside of the 39. Right to the middle groove. The 3R to the outside says not quite. Kevin Thomas Jr. holds on to the race lead, dives it to the bottom, takes the line away from Briggs Danner for a moment. Danner committed down to the inside, still right there within a couple of car lengths. They work into turns 3 and 4. They'll swap crews. 3R to the inside. He'll slide himself up across the racetrack. Danner going to turn it down, tries to get to his inside. Not quite once again. It's going to be the 3R. Kevin Thomas Jr. holding on to it. Briggs Danner right there on his back bumper as they'll speed onto the back straightaway. Danner loses a little bit of ground that time to the 3. Kevin Thomas entering more to the middle that time. Brings her up off of the cushion onto the front straightaway. Couple of car lengths separating him to the 39. Bursley running in the 6th spot. Of course, winner here last year in the 4 Crown in both sprint car and midget competition. Leary, Westfall, Stock, and Grant still your top 10. In the meantime, Briggs Danner closing back in. Kevin Thomas, he had gotten a little bit of breathing room there, but now it's going to fade away. Here comes the 39 down the embankment. He's got to run this time into turns 1 and 2. Sticks to the outside, right in the tire tracks. Your leader now going to peel down to the middle. Does he have enough to clear him onto the back straightaway? 3R to the outside, 39 to the inside. Challenge for the top spot into turns 3 and 4. Briggs Danner's going to take it away. Briggs Danner up into the top spot here as he comes around to seal the deal. Kevin Thomas coming back to his inside. He'll throw the slide deep into turn number 1. Brings it up across the racetrack. Danner down off the banking and onto the back straightaway. They are side by side. Kevin Thomas Jr. back into the race lead. Kevin Thomas back into the top spot. Takes the line into 3. Brings it around to the exit of turn number 4. The Inferno Armor number 3. He's going to lead the way. Briggs Danner back to his inside one more time. 13 laps completed of 30. And it is KTJ with the advantage onto the far side of the racetrack with traffic looming. Trails by about a quarter straightway as here comes Danner once again trying to the inside, tries for the race lead. Kevin Thomas able to fend him off once again. Both drivers hard into the cushion over into turns 1 and 2, wrestling onto the back straightway. Kevin Thomas going to go in and enter to the inside. Challenge going on behind them. This will be for the 4th spot. The 3P of Kyle Cummins in the 5T of Jake Swanson. Both drivers up to the top of the racetrack. So a pair of battles you don't want to take your eye off of. Danner keeping Kevin Thomas Jr. honest in this one. 17 laps completed as KTJ enters to the middle of turn number 3. Danner going to let her eat on the outside. Looks for the race lead. Got it this time around to the first straightaway. Brings Danner back into the top spot. Battles going on throughout the field here on the restart. Challenge for the 2nd spot. Here comes Seavey in the 57. Looks to the outside. Gets a run on Kevin Thomas to the inside. Here comes the Avante. Windows the doors number 3. Try to get a 2-for-1 deal to 3 and 4. Coupon to 9. He'll go back after it. Turns 1 and 2. This time he's got the run. He's got 2nd. So your points leader up to the runner-up spot here. But now they're going to have to try to reel in Briggs Danner. 1.348 seconds was the advantage last time at the start-finish line. He'll come around with 9 to go. Seavey trying to get back in a second here. The 3P going to beat him to the punch. Up off of the cushion through turns 3 and 4. 1 lap remains here at Eldora. A track he has never gone to victory lane at, and he's about to add it to the resume. He'll work it at turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Checker flag going to drop in this one. Once he got to the lead, a dominating performance for Briggs Danner in 39. He'll win night number 1 to the 4 Crown Nationals. He's going to come up out of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand. Your winner, Briggs Danner.
Briggs Danner going to victory lane at Eldora Speedway for the first time in his career, period, across divisions. What a special one this must be. Briggs, drivers from all over the country dream of sitting right here in victory lane at Eldora Speedway. Is this an unreal feeling?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, going back 10 years ago, coming here as a little kid and, you know, watching the great Eldora while I'm running a quarter midget at Little E. So, yeah, this is really cool. I mean, first time you step foot in this place, it's very surreal just to be here and check it all out. But to be standing up here, obviously, there's no words that I could put into what it feels like. I mean, that was a real good race. It's so much fun racing guys like KT. You know, it really was a good race and cool to. I saw Justin drop back, I think, but to be able to run in front of guys like Logan and Justin here, it's really cool. I gave it all I had, and I knew I was killing that right rear tire. Just tried to keep it underneath me as much as I could, keeping it wound up, and I ended up working out.
Started to apply a ton of pressure to Kevin Thomas Jr. when he was still the leader, and he started to figure out what you were doing and trying to impede you from doing it. How did you have to recalibrate to make sure that you were able to get past him?
Yeah, I really wasn't trying to, but I felt like I was showing my nose on the bottom there, just trying to run where he wasn't, and I knew I just had to set him up. Getting through 3, he kept cheating 3, and I could get a run through it. It was just a matter of getting off of 1 and 2 good enough to carry momentum and drive around him. So I don't know how close it was. I felt pretty close, but there was no looking back. Just got to thank all the guys here. We had a pretty busy night. Tim, Fran, Mickey's here, John here with E. Snyder and Sons Recycling, Boulevard Truck Repair. Got to thank everybody. DRC Chessies, FK Shocks, Ryder Racing Engines, Tyler, Jeff, Braden, everybody back at the trailer, my brother for thrashing tonight, Dave Bodine here, and hopefully we'll be back Friday in the same spot.
His first Eldora Speedway victory. That's Briggs Danner. He's your winner of night number 1 of the 43rd running of the 4 Crown Nationals presented by NK Telco. Let's get it over to Drake.